Hello everyone, today we're going to be ranking every single Call of Duty Black Ops 4 perk. We're not going to be including tonics, but I may make another video about ranking how good the tonics are. If you want to see that, then I might do it, but if not, then I won't. So let's get this list down. 18th spot, you probably all knew it. Bandolier Bandit. I mean, is this really a surprise? It really doesn't do much. It increases your bullets a little bit. That's about it. It just increases the amount of bullets you have. Yeah, it's not very good. Oh yeah, and by the way, before we do continue, I'm just gonna say that all these perks are kind of just the exact same. That was kind of the thing they were going for, so most of these could just be interchangeable with each other, but you know. So yeah, number 18 spot goes to Bandolier. Number 17 goes to what's it called? Ethereal Razor. It's kind of one of the more forgettable ones. Your knife has more range to it. And also it does a bit more damage. I think you do a lot more damage when you lunge with it than when you just do the regular attack. Now, of course, as soon as I was recording this gameplay, no, it was the end of the round, so that's very useful. But a couple of zombies will spawn, and I could properly show. As you can see, you have a longer knife attack. There's also 2 knives on round 10, which is pretty good. And then you have the lunge attack, which still insta kills. It's not. You get health from knifing. I don't know if that's just from this perk or from you know, the actual game, but it's not very useful. It stacks with the Bowie knife or any melee. I'm pretty sure that's not the shield, but other than that, it's not very good. In our number 16 spot, we have Blaze Phase. Blaze Phase is horrible. Don't ever use Blaze Phase. I mean, it does more than the other two, I suppose. Not by much though. All you really do, you crouch, and then you uncrouch, and then you just get a launch flying forwards, and it kills all zombies. But it's got a recharge time, so it's automatically not very good. The recharge time isn't very long. I mean, it takes a while still. Plus, you're not always, if you crouch and you're on around anywhere higher than like 10, you're pretty much just gonna get swallowed up in the horde and pretty much just insta die. It's not a good perk at all. But I could see why people would use it if they're like camping in something. They just crouch it, like if you're just gonna sit on like the goddamn gondola and just crouch there, then at the end, and then when you get swarmed you can just uncrouch. I suppose that makes sense, but I don't even know why anyone would ironically use this. 15 spot, we have Death Perception. I mean, if you're new to a map, it could be helpful, I suppose, because it outlines the zombies through like walls and floors and stuff. And if you're not very good at the game, I could see it being helpful, but at least you don't have to like crouch and wait 7 years for it to charge, or do a risky knife maneuver. And I guess it's a bit more, it's more useful than having like one or more mag of ammo. It also has an indicator of where the enemies are. It could also be useful if like you're trying to keep an eye on a zombie and you want to know where they are, but I don't really see much reason for that. but that is at our number 15 spot. Number 14 goes to Deadshot Dealer. If you know what Deadshot Daiquiri does, that's about it. It just, every time you aim, it aims for the head. I think it's more useful than Depth Perception, because, you know, I mean, aiming to the head is generally easy, but, you know, at least you're doing more damage, so kind of wasting less ammo. That's the way I see it in my eyes. I'd rather be aiming for the head aimlessly than actually, you know, being able to see them through walls and stuff. And also, it is really useful in this game, especially when you're trying to get gold gold camo, because you need headshots for the first few kills. So that, yeah, you know, it's just really easy to do that with it. And yeah, that concludes our number 14. 14th spot goes to Zomshell. I mean, what it does is basically when you kill a zombie, it has a chance to explode and just turn into a little ball on the floor. I mean, it's really useless without it being in like your modifier, but it's not very good, as you could imagine. If I could get one to explode, then I'll actually tell you what it does. Like, it doesn't happen much, as you can tell. I think it happens on kills. Yeah, it happens on kills. You could normally tell. Yep, see, there's a ball there. What it does, it basically slowly damages the enemy and also slows them down. But the damage isn't noticeable that much. Actually, it isn't noticeable at all. It barely does any damage. But it could be useful if you get cornered, you get a kill, and then it kills all the zombies around it. Because on explosion, it's still an explosion, so it's still going to do a bit of damage. So yeah, that's why I've thrown it in number 13. The number 12 spot goes to Blood Wolf Bite. It seems pretty cool because when you get killed, there's a chance that a dog could spawn in and assist you, basically killing the zombies. But as you can see, it rarely ever happens. Like, I've had this perk for a while now. Well, not a while, but I've had it. There we go. There she is, Luna. Comes in, kills some of the zombies. As you can see, it's very good. It's good when it assists you, but one downside with Luna is that she doesn't really spawn in as much as she should do, and also the recharge time is horrendous. I don't know how long it takes, but it takes forever for her to spawn back in. As you can see, it's barely even gotten a progress bar. You could throw one time slip, but you shouldn't have to, really. For what she does, she's not worth the long time, basically. But I guess I could see why someone would put her on. It's more useful than the other perks because you actually do more damage. It's just the cooldowns that really bring the perk back. But if it wasn't for that, then I think it'd be a lot higher. I think it'd be a lot higher on many people's lists because it's just that cooldown, man. In the 11th spot is Stone Cold Stronghold, and basically, the more you stand in an area, this ring will form around you, and the longer you stay in the ring, the more armor you get. Well, if you stay in the ring, you do more damage, and you get more armor, basically. That's about it. I mean, I don't really like this perk because I'm not a big fan of camping in general, but it's useful, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have a ridiculous cooldown. You can just stand somewhere and look. I know it's useful because when you're camping, you get extra armor, and extra armor just means you can just basically take a bunch of hits, and plus it recharges. It's like that one there. What's it called? I don't remember what it's called. It's like one of those charm things. But yeah, it's an okay perk for camping, but I don't really camp, so I never really use it. So yeah. Number 10 goes to Mule Kick. I'm pretty sure we all know what Mule Kick does. It gives you a third weapon. That's useful because you've got more firepower, but the problem still stands as it always has been. You're gonna buy it for like £4 grand, you're gonna spin the box a couple of times, then you're just gonna die and lose it. You're gonna spin the box, pack a punch it, then you're just gonna die and lose it, and you're just gonna waste all of that money, and then you're just gonna be like, oh, why have I put that on? But there is a chance that when you die, you don't lose your mule kick, so I suggest always getting your mule kick last when you're getting all your perks. But yeah, a third gun is always useful, especially when you're on those high rounds and you have like no wall weapons. Why would you have no wall weapons? But you could, but it's basically just more ammo, and more ammo is pretty much just useful. And they did kind of buff mule kick because it actually tells you what weapons the mule kick gun, as you can see by the mule kick symbol down there. So they actually did that, which is good. But then they got rid of it in Cold War. I don't really get it. Number 9 goes to Time Slip. Time Slip's it's useful. Everything gets happened faster. So if you're just very impatient, use this. Everything happens faster. You get your specialist faster. You get your equipment faster. I think your abilities recharge faster. I don't think you're special. I think in your tonic, then it charges your specialist faster. It charges your elixir faster, makes the box spin faster, and when you put your gun in the pack a punch, it comes out faster. Basically, everything's just faster, which is useful. Also, I think also when it's tonic, I know this video isn't about the tonics, but I might as well tell you. I think I think normally it recharges your. It makes your perks charge faster. So that is also quite useful, especially when if you're going to run like something like Blood Wolf Bite. But I'm pretty sure you need it to be in a tonic for that. So that's what breaking into our number 10 spot is. That's breaking in our top 10s. Yeah, 9. That's our number 9 spot. No need to overcomplicate it. The number 8 spot goes to Electric Burst. Now, the reason I put Electric Burst in number 8 is because you don't want to get caught on the reloads. That's really about it. Okay, I'll clear it for you. Basically, you reload and it stuns the zombies around you, which is useful for like guns that take forever to reload. Or if you just get cornered on the reload, because then you can just zap them all. I'm pretty sure the lower your ammo is, the longer it lasts and the stronger it is. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So that's about it. It's powerful and it's pretty useful. And plus, if you're just running past a horde of zombies and then you reload, you can damage them all. But then again, it is also kind of risky to do that. So, but it's something that people pretty much just like it to begin with. So, in our number 7 spot is Secret Sauce. I don't really know how to get gameplay for this, but basically, if whatever you pick, you get a random perk, and I decided to just put it in the middle of the list, even though it's not really the middle, but you know, whatever. I've just put it relatively close to the middle because you could get something really good, you could get something really bad. You could get whatever. I don't know. You could get a perk that you like and a perk that you don't like. So I've just put it in number 7 because I should have put it in 9 if I really wanted it to be in the middle, but it didn't really feel right putting it in 9 because I don't know, I just think it could be more useful because it's really cheap. Yeah, it's only 1,500, so you could get Secret Sauce in your tonic. If you put it in your modifier, it costs 2,000, and then you could get something that costs like 4,000 in your modifier, or like 5,000, like Winter's Whale or Mule Kick. So you could be saving a bunch of money, but you could also, you know, get something really bad. You could recycle. You could like cycle through whatever perks you want because you could keep buying it, but that's pretty much all it does. The number 6 spot goes to Quick Revive because Quick Revive in this game, like Cold War, it makes you heal faster and it lets you revive people faster. And both of those are pretty useful. I mean, sure, the reviving people isn't really that useful on solo, but you still got the health regeneration, which I think is really, really overpowered. Well, not really overpowered, but it's pretty good. If you have custom mutations on where you heal faster, it's just, I'm pretty sure it stacks, so it's pretty powerful if you do that. So yeah, as you can see, I'm gonna get hit. Look how fast I regenerate. Wait, stop getting hit. It's rather that it makes you regenerate faster, or it what's it called? Delays your regeneration time. Either way, it's pretty useful because then if you get hit and like a boss uses their attack on you, you'll be able to heal it off faster and take the hit. So yeah. Number 5, we have PhD Slider. And basically what it does is what PhD Flopper does. It makes you immune to explosions. See? Makes you immune to explosions. And when you slide into a group of enemies, or into a enemy, they explode. Yes, they explode. Number 4 goes to Stamina, because we all know running faster in this game of zombies is amazing. You can outrun the zombies, and you can also run longer, which, what else do you really need in a survival game? Besides, you know, like skills and weapons, speed and stamina, so you won't get, you know, caught. So basically you could just train easier, and training is elite in this game, and camping, not such a good thing, so, you know, it had to be in the top 5. Number 3 goes to Victorious Tortoise. Basically, what Victorious Tortoise does is when you're holding out your shield, you'll get damage from every angle. So you'll be protected from every angle when you're holding it. What is going on with my camera? Anyway, so when you get hit from the back, it counts it to your shield. Sideways, shield. And also, if you get trapped and you're holding your shield, the shield will explode. Well, not if you get trapped, but if the shield explodes. Well, if the shield is on your back and it gets destroyed, it'll explode, and you have this perk. Really, really useful, especially if you get cornered. You've got your specialists, you've got your elixirs, if you've got any useful elixirs to get out of situations, and then you've got your shield that'll actually do something instead of just watch you die. So, and plus, holding out your shield and being protected from all sides is just a surefire way of protecting yourself so you won't go down, which is always useful. So you pretty much won't die as long as you have a shield with this perk and you're fast enough to deploy your shield. And yeah, that is our number 3. 2 spot goes to Winter's Whale. Oof, okay, a Winter's Whale. when you get to low health and you get hit, you'll trigger a frost blast explosion, which will basically slow down you and will basically slow down all nearby zombies. It has a recharge time which weighs it down a little bit. Recharge time takes a long time, but it's actually worth it, unlike Luna's, who takes like 7 years to charge back up and doesn't really do much. Because if you're good at the game, you shouldn't really trigger it much, to be honest. And you've got 3 charges of it anyways, so you've got plenty of choices to actually not activate one. So, and you can kind of control when you activate it. It's not as good as Widow's Wine, I don't think, but it is a pretty good substitute. I don't really use it much, but I can see why people would use it. And for the number 1 spot, we have Dying Wish. Is this really a surprise to anyone? Instead of dying, you just come back. You basically activate a zombie blood mode, and you don't die. Sure, it's got a long recharge time, but it's a second life basically. It's just simple. It's like quick revive, but better because you keep all your perks. Honestly, I'd rather keep in all my perks and have a recharge than lose them all, than lose half of them, and then probably lose the other ones. I'll show you how it works. Oh, goddamn thing don't finish them off. See, if you have these two, they're a powerful combo, because number 1, you're not going to die really with Winter's Wail. See, another one's just about to charge. And yeah, it's probably going to recharge by the time these guys start moving again. And that's what it does. Sure, you'll only come back with 1 health when the effect wears off. Well, it's not really zombie blood, you're just invincible doing it. And then you can just kill the zombies, or just escape. It's good. It's really good. We have PhD Slider. Oh, I whistled there. Damn, Luna just destroyed that guy. That's never happened to me before. That is strange. I've never seen that happen. What? What the excuse me? I've never seen that before. Tigers on, well, I just spawned in and there's tigers. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Did you find all the secret messages?